About to leave my hotel room in Sydney. I'm heading back to Melbourne for a gig tonight with my dear friends and my beautiful wifey Kate. I thought I will try and film the content for this vlog between here, the Hyatt Regency in Sydney, and Bird's basement in Melbourne. I have 6 hours. I'm gonna somehow figure it out. So I was speaking last week at an event in a beautiful little arts theatre with a gorgeous little grand piano. There were a few big name celebrities and a healthy dose of unconventional nobodies like me. And there was one speaker who is now a dear friend of mine who got a little jammed up. He got a little stuck during his presentation. He paused, excused himself, had a little glass of water, tried to kickstart his content again, but the engine just wasn't ticking over. Then he did something that is rare, that is radical, that is powerful, and that profoundly connects and catalyzes an audience. He named it. He turned to the audience and said, "Sorry guys, this is a big stage for me. I usually speak to 15, 20 people, so this is a bit overwhelming." Instantly, without hesitation, every single person in that room leant forward. We were lifted up out of our seats and compelled to start cheering for him. People were shouting, "Good on you, mate! We're with you, buddy! Take your time, pal! You're doing great, my friend!" Then the MC came outside a stage and gave him a big hug. The whole room was beaming, snapped out of that passive state that most audiences find themselves in a dark auditorium. His courage to surrender to his experience, to be with all of who he is in that moment, and to share it, profoundly shifted the energy of the room. That raw, revealing, and radical authenticity. That willingness to be vulnerable and transparent despite the little voice saying, "Keep pretending." Now, I caught up with him later and he was in a world of pain, feeling like running away and never coming back, feeling like I do after almost every gig. But it's these moments, it's these glimpses of truth that don't just light up a room, they pave the way for a whole new way of being with ourselves and with each other. Whenever I speak about artistry, one of the core messages I make for leaders, teams, and brands is to seek truth before beauty. Be willing to search for, to stand in, to speak to that raw, organic essence of what is true for you, or what is true for your subject or your intent. Because that truth is magnetic. Organic truth, it speaks to us, it calls to us, it compels us to connect, to open, to rise. But this truth rarely comes fully formed. It's hardly ever polished and almost never pitch perfect. The good stuff is more than likely murky and misunderstood, but those who are courageous enough to surrender to it are served by it. Every time I bomb on stage, or in life, the value that I've received has far outweighed what I've given. It's such a gift to live through the worst that can happen, to realize nothing happened. I didn't die, I didn't lose my job, I didn't lose my teeth, nothing happened. It's all just part of the game. So the next time you're up there presenting anything and there's a hiccup, or a full-blown train wreck, just name it, own it, be proud with it. Stand 2 feet in your humanity. Don't ever be embarrassed or ashamed about giving your whole fine self to the world. We can only ever do the best we can with what we've got. And if you're sharing yourself in service of others, you're already radical. No matter how ugly, unwanted, or unprofessional you might feel, your brand of truth isn't just beautiful, it's exactly what we need to find ours. Remember, in the new world of work, your imperfection is your advantage.
Don't I know it?